Good YTBC, it's your boy Ropes. I'm back, and I want to talk with you guys about Miguel Cotto. It's actually kind of a video response to the boxing wave because he uploaded a video about this, and also earlier today I saw a video from 78 Fight News where he mentioned the whole Triple G situation with Miguel Cotto, and I pretty much agree with what both of them had to say. I'm just making this video just to kind of add on and talk about a few other things. Miguel Cotto is also one of my favorite fighters of this era. You know, I've said that before. I think he's been a great champion for the majority of his career. But what he's doing right now, man, he's fucking up, because I'm looking at Miguel Cotto like, why would you jump on some diva shit now? You've already been a true champion. That's how we viewed you pretty much your entire career. Why now are you switching on to some other bullshit? You know, this A-side, B-side type shit. This diva bullshit. One of the things that I heard, I saw a video from, I think it was Ellie Setback. He did an interview with Bob Arum. And Bob Arum, I know he just be talking a bunch of bullshit, but he said that the reason why the Canelo Alvarez and Cotto fight fell apart was because apparently Canelo said something to Cotto that he didn't like. So Cotto felt some type of way and decided to call the fight off. Now, if that's true, I don't know if it's true, but if that is some Shaka Khan, Mariah Carey bullshit, man. And I'm just sick of this type of behavior, man. I mean, after a while, these motherfuckers are going to start demanding roses in their room before they go into their locker room and shit. Like, that's how bad this shit is getting. And just to call off a fight because somebody said something to hurt your feelings, I mean, why wouldn't you want to get in the ring and handle that, beat the shit out of him in the ring on fight night? And on top of that, you get to make money and you get to give the fans a fight that we was gassed up for. We've been talking about that fight for at least 2 years now. So I just think that that's bullshit that he's doing that. And he should be fighting Triple G. It shouldn't even be a question about it. That should be a fight that he wants. But apparently he doesn't want any parts of Triple G. And to be honest with you, I've never even really looked at Miguel Cotto as the middleweight champion. And I know that sounds unfair, but if I'm just being honest and giving my opinion about this, there's no way he was going to beat Sergio Martinez if his leg was 100%. Now, I know that's an excuse, but I think it's a reasonable excuse to use. Okay, we all know that his leg was fucked up. He even tried to come into the ring on fight night with a leg brace, but Miguel Cotto shut that shit down and wasn't letting it happen. So I actually was picking Sergio Martinez to win that fight if his leg wasn't a factor, his knee. So, I mean, it turned out that his knee was a factor. So he won the belt, I mean, just by basically fighting the right person at the right time. But his middleweight reign, or whatever you want to call this shit that he's doing right now, is going to be short-lived. He's not going to want to fuck with any of the real middleweights. That's the reason why he's trying to call out fighters like Timothy Bradley, Brandon Rios, which is ridiculous. None of them fought at even 154 pounds yet, as the boxing wave pointed out. Why would they just jump up and get an automatic title shot like that, not even work their way into the division? And on top of that, you know, maybe Brandon Rios, maybe he may be able to fit in there some point in his career. I don't think right now, of course, just jumping up like that. But Timothy Bradley needs to stay his ass down at 147 pounds. There's no reason for him to go any higher than that. He doesn't have the type of punching power to make a middleweight respect him. You know, he can't even knock out junior welterweights, for Christ's sake. So, I mean, what is he going to do against a middleweight? So if Miguel Cotto was to actually fight one of them, and let's say one of them just so happens to beat Cotto, all that would be doing is just transferring the belt onto another fighter who's not really a middleweight. He's not going to want to fuck with Triple G and all the other middleweights. So if I had to choose an opponent for Miguel Cotto, just to answer the Boxing Waves question, I would pick Erizandi Lara, of course. You know, I think that Lara is a reasonable opponent for him. I still think it's a bad matchup for him because those are the type of guys that Miguel Cotto loses to. The only two movers that he beat since he moved up was Yuri Foreman and, you know, Sergio Martinez, and both of them had fucked up legs in their fight. You know, so I hate to sound like I'm discrediting Cotto. I'm just presenting the facts. So, you know, I think the best thing for him to do is to fight Laura. And if he loses, I mean, so what? He already made history. Nobody's going to abandon Cotto. It's not like nobody's ever going to want to see him fight again if he loses to Laura. He'll be back. He can move down to 154. And if he wants to fight Timothy Bradley or Brandon Rios, then I mean, I wouldn't have any problem with that. So that's what I think about it. But you guys leave me your comments. Let me know what you think. Who do you think Miguel Cotto should fight? Do you think that Brandon Rios or Timothy Bradley even deserves to have a title shot at middleweight for the lineal championship when they haven't done anything even at 154 yet? Just leave me all your comments. Let me know what you think. I'm out. Deuce.